Hi everyone. Welcome back to English Fab, where learning English is practical, useful, and fab. Today, we're tackling an important and sometimes stressful topic: legal troubles. Whether it's dealing with tax problems, fines, lawsuits, or even criminal charges, legal situations can be overwhelming. And when English isn't your first language, understanding legal terms and expressing yourself clearly can feel even more challenging. In this lesson, we'll go through a natural conversation to see how people talk about legal issues in real life. Then, we'll break it down with key phrases, useful vocabulary, and practical tips to help you communicate with confidence in legal situations. If you find English difficult, don't worry. You can translate the subtitles into English and your own language like this. Check the description below for extra details. Are you ready? Let's get started. Hey Mark, you okay? You seem really stressed.
Yeah, I just got a letter about a tax problem. Apparently, there's some discrepancy in my filings, and now the tax office is saying I owe them money.
That sounds serious. Did they say how much?
Not exactly, but they mentioned possible fines and even legal action if I don't fix it soon.
Oof, that's rough. Have you talked to an accountant or a lawyer?
Not yet. I don't even know where to start.
I think you should get a professional to look at it. Tax laws are complicated, and mistakes happen all the time.
Yeah, I guess I should. But honestly, this is just one of my problems. My business partner and I are in a contract dispute, and it might turn into a lawsuit.
A lawsuit? Over what?
We had an agreement on profit sharing, but now he's claiming he should get a bigger cut. He's threatening to take me to court if I don't renegotiate.
That's a tough spot. Do you have everything in writing?
Yeah, but he says I broke part of the agreement. I didn't, but I don't know how to prove it.
If it's in writing, a lawyer should be able to help. Contracts are tricky, and you don't want this to get worse.
I know, and speaking of things getting worse, I just heard that a guy I used to work with got arrested for fraud.
Whoa, really? What happened?
He was running a shady investment scheme. The police charged him with fraud because he was promising huge returns and taking people's money without actually investing it.
Wow. I hope you weren't involved in any of that.
No way, but now I'm worried because I worked with him years ago, and I don't want my name connected to anything illegal.
If you had nothing to do with it, you're probably fine. But if you're really concerned, maybe get some legal advice, just in case.
Yeah, I guess that's the smart thing to do. Between the tax issue, the contract dispute, and now this, I feel like I need a whole legal team.
One step at a time. First, get your taxes sorted. Then, deal with the contract issue. And if you really think you might be affected by that fraud case, talk to a lawyer.
You're right. I'll start with the tax issue tomorrow. Thanks, Jason. Talking about it makes it seem a little less overwhelming.
Anytime, man. Legal stuff is stressful, but you don't have to handle it alone. Let me know if you need help finding a good lawyer.
I appreciate it. Let's just hope I don't end up in court over all this.
And that's a wrap for today's lesson on legal troubles in English. We explored how to talk about serious issues like lawsuits, tax problems, and contract disputes in a clear and confident way. Let's quickly review what we covered today. What we talked about: a natural conversation discussing legal problems, including tax issues, contract disputes, and fraud. Key phrases for discussing legal matters, asking for advice, and responding to serious situations. Useful vocabulary to help you understand legal discussions and communicate effectively in high-stakes situations. Key phrases: I just got a letter about a tax problem. My business partner and I are in a contract dispute. He's threatening to take me to court if I don't renegotiate. A guy I used to work with got arrested for fraud. If you're really concerned, maybe get some legal advice, just in case. I think you should get a professional to look at it. Talking about it makes it seem a little less overwhelming. Legal matters can be stressful, but knowing how to talk about them in English is an important skill, especially when dealing with official documents, lawyers, or financial issues. These phrases will help you communicate clearly, ask for help, and navigate difficult conversations with confidence. Try practicing these phrases by reading them out loud, writing them down, or using them in daily conversations. The more familiar you are with them, the easier it will be to use them when you really need them. Okay. Thanks for watching today's lesson on English Fab. I hope you found these English tips useful and feel more confident. Remember, practice makes perfect, so try using these phrases in your daily conversations. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more Fab English lessons. Until next time, keep practicing and stay Fab.